All right. This is going to be a different kind of video. We're just going to sift through a factory set of Fleer Glossy 1989. I just pulled out some cards. First I took the wrap off, and then I pulled out some cards from the middle. They're really stuck in here. Like, I had to really fight to get a stack out to flip through. So what we're going to do is flip through the whole set, and then we'll put cards aside to possibly slab, and then maybe I'll do a second part of the video where I show the cards and I'm going to send off to either SGC or PSA. So glossy front and blue back. That's the difference between this and Fleer. Fleer is not glossy and the back's yellow from 89. But these sets were limited. I want to say like 10,000. There's a centered Nolan Ryan. That's definitely a can. So let's start the stack right there. We'll do 2 stacks. Actually 3. Commons, notables, and then Slabcans. So we'll flip kind of, you know, a good pace through these pups. Griffey's in here somewhere. Hopefully the cards are in order. Let's see. No, they're just every which way. Random. So Griffey's in here somewhere. Should be. This Pascal Perez's Jerry Curl. There's an off-centered Bonds. I mean, it's not terrible, but I'm gonna still put it in the possible slab camp because I'd be okay with a 9 on that one. Ozzie Smith, Wade Boggs. So this could be a really fruitful venture. There's a Conseco. This is actually the first glossy set I've ever sifted through. Second year Glavine. I've had a lot of flack over the years the way I pronounce that. There's an Ozzie Guillen. That's a cool card. We'll pull Joe Carter into the notable stack. There's a Moyer. I guess I'll pull Moyer. If I miss anybody, just put it in the comments. Lenny Dykstra. There's a Sandberg. I'm gonna pull Kruk. Mike Stanley. There's Rock Reigns. Crime Dog should be in the Hall of Fame here soon. We'll kind of monitor that. I think his 86 Donruss would be a decent buy right now. It's pretty low. There's a decently centered Maddox. I'm not sure the secondary value on players outside of Griffey. I'll have to check it out. I don't know. I don't think there's a huge market for like veterans. There's Goose Gossage, but in these World Series cards, we'll pull Conseco. Of course, there's stickers too. I think there's 700 to 800 cards. That's kind of the norm for these 80s and early 90s sets. There's a Jim Rice. There's a Sheffield rookie. It's off-centered though, so we won't grade it. Sheffield doesn't have a strong hobby following though. Probable steroid user. I can't remember if he was ever like included in those reports. There's a Sandy off-center top to bottom and a dinged corner, so hopefully the Griffey doesn't look that way. But it's just going to be random. I mean, I think it's random. I don't think this set's been sifted through, but maybe it has, since the cards are not in order. Somebody probably knows more about that knows more about these glossy sets. But I've got more of these different kinds of sets from the 80s that we're going to go through just for fun. There's Jack Morris. See how the name's kind of close to the top there? With this Fleer 89, you want it pushed down a little bit more. There's an off-center Brett. There's a BCO that looks okay. 65-35. This is probably my favorite thing in the hobby. Retro wax, Slabcan hunting. Because you can combine the nostalgia of these cards with hunting for gems and slabbing. There's an off-centered Winfield. Strawberry, Ripken. That would suck if we flipped through the whole set and there was no Griffey. If they like pulled the Griffey and then resealed the set. Which I could see that happening for sure. Here's a Brady Anderson. That one looks pretty good. I don't think we're going to grade Brady though. Matt Williams, that's a second-year Matt. That's kind of a neat card. So that would be a Sandy rookie and a second-year Roberto. Julio Franco, Barry Larkin. There's the Hawk. So, I mean, with this set, I think the main thing is just going to be centering. That Trammell looks good. There's a Robbie. Bly 11. Let's look at it. Yeah, see, that's off-center. Fatter, skinnier. It's pretty obvious when you look at the cards quick. It's a cool McGuire World Series card. That's a cool Edgar. That's second-year Edgar. And it looks pretty good. We'll put that in the possible slab stack. So yeah, I'll just do a part 2 on this, and I'll make a stack of the cards I'm going to send off, and then that'll be a nice addition to the video. But yeah, I'm going to do a video with, there's Carter. That's Flash Gordon's rookie. With 86 tops traded baseball and 86 Fleer update. So we'll do a video with those 2 sets, kind of like this one. Kind of a new series, factory sets. Cecil. So we kind of like to see Griffey here soon. We're getting into it pretty far. We're also missing Randy Johnson too. There's a Canseco. That one is blacked out. Bo Jackson. Molitor. Check out that stack of bays. Okay, Randy looks pretty good. It's not perfectly centered, but I think best case scenario a 9, maybe 8.5, but I mean that'd be awesome. So a nice clean Randy. Where's Griffey? There's Puckett. There's Griffey. Not bad. Look at Griffey. The main event right there. Not bad. So this card is commonly off-centered, so this one's actually pretty damn good. 60-40, maybe not quite that good. But I'm just looking for like dings, and I don't see any dings. Oh, it's got those little surface lines, which is common with these, with the Griffey card for some reason. Just like faint surface lines across the top there. So I'm gonna guess this is an 8 to 8.5, which is pretty good for this card. You know, it's not a 9 or 10, but who knows? If the rest of the card's clean, it could be a 9. So fantastic. Worth the wait. There's a centered Will Clark. I don't know if all of the cards have that factory line. I just know the Griffey from buying Griffeys. See that Donnie, how it's close to the top there? So that wouldn't be a good candidate. After you grade enough of this stuff, you kind of get a feel for what a 9 and a 10 looks like. But yeah, I've actually had that set sitting over here for a couple weeks, and I've been just wanting to shoot this video. So I finally got around to filming it today. There's a nice looking Clemens who I think will be in the Hall of Fame here soon. We'll see how that pans out. I think he deserves it. But oh yeah, second year smoltz. That one looks really good. So we might get some nice cans out of this. There's a Lee Smith. That one's top to bottom really bad. It's almost miscut. There's Babysitter, Jeffrey. That's a rookie, Pedro's older brother. And there's a Takuve for the PC. So a little bit of everything in this one. All right, this will wrap it up. Kevin Mitchell, I'll just pull him aside because of that catch he made with his hand. McGuire, Henderson, Puckett and Davis. That's a Bichette rookie. See, that's what some of the Griffies look like. That's the centering for him. So, I mean, that's really bad. That's like 75-25 or 80-20. Tony Gwynn. And then we'll just call it with that. Oh, there's a couple more back here. So I think we did pretty good. Tommy John, see, good thing the Griffey wasn't stuffed like that. I mean, that's like a 3. See that? Del Murphy and Sierra. Okay, so that's it for the set. There are stickers here. So I'm guessing, you know, a sticker for each team, which kind of a cool little thing that Fleer used to do. Fleer made some awesome cards for sure. Okay, so there's the empty tin. Second part of the video will be the possible cards going off. All right, part 2. So this is what I've been doing for a while now. Putting down the grade that I think the card looks like. And I write it on the sheet, and then when it comes back, I compare. And, you know, if a card is, say I put 8.5 and it comes back 9.5, then in my opinion, you know, just like the third-party graders, the card's overgraded, undergraded. So just kind of a little tool that I use for my grading now. So here's the Nolan Ryan. It looks fantastic. So I just put 9.5 to 10. Bonds. This Boggs looks great. It's got a little like sliver of paper, almost like it wasn't cut pure enough, but I don't know how much I'll take off for that. I think aside from that, it's a 10. A nice clean Sandberg and a 9.5. I mean, so I was pleasantly surprised. I think there's 11 or 12 cards that are definitely going to get sent off. Here's a Tim Raines. Maddox. So the main issue with some of these, well, most was just centering. See that Biggio? It's not perfect. It's not bad either, but it's not perfect. So this card is great. I think this could have a chance at pristine. This is the best card of the whole batch, in my opinion. This Edgar. Excuse me. Allergies. So Edgar. Centering. Okay, so the Griffey I looked over for a while. Issues, not really issues. It's not a perfect card. It's a little off-centered. It's got those faint factory lines, which is common on this card. And then I'm trying to think. Its corner's not dinged, but it might not be absolutely perfect. So I think it's still a good, really good example. I'm putting 8.5 on it. And this Smoltz was fantastic. So a nice batch there of candidates. So had fun with the Fleer Glossy set.